I hate LeBron. I hate the flopping. I hate the media antics. I hate the nonsense lying. I hate his obsessed fans. I am speaking today as someone who is not a fan of LeBron, and far from it. He has never been my favorite player growing up. However, not being a LeBron fan, there is one question I ask myself. Who is the greatest of all time? In the NBA, of course. Recently, I have come to realize the numbers are just too glaring to ignore. LeBron is the greatest of all time. Analyzing both LeBron and MJ's longevity slash consistency, the level of competition, and the statistics, I will help you, the listener, understand why LeBron is the greatest of all time. From a biased speaker who favors Michael Jordan. First, I want to step into longevity and consistency. LeBron is breaking records that he set when he was a younger player earlier in the league. He is continuing to be a top level athlete in his 22nd season, putting up MVP level stats. And last Olympics, he was crowned the MVP after taking the gold for America. When you got LeBron still putting up these stats, let's look over to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan played 15 seasons in his NBA career. He also retired twice. Yes, he had a very high peak with the Chicago Bulls, but after coming back and playing with the Washington Wizards, he was just selling tickets, if I'm going to be honest. And they never had a playoff appearance with Michael Jordan, while LeBron is still putting out playoff appearances. Next, competitiveness. Chicago Bulls were a dynasty. In the 90s, they were unstoppable. Now, was that because of Michael Jordan or was it because of his teammates? Who did they go against? They went against people like the Bad Boy Pistons, their rivals at the time, and they had to go against Knicks with one of the best defenses in that era. The talent pool was less global, not really taking anybody from other than from America, and still relying on a one player, calling a bunch of isolations, not really looking to the whole team. They weren't very deep in the roster. But they did have really great players like Larry Bird or Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley. But it really doesn't compare when we talk about LeBron. LeBron faced super teams, Golden State Warriors. He went against Steph, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. You're telling me LeBron got a ring against the Splash Brothers? I mean, that's impressive. He also went against people like the Spurs, like Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. These rosters now are very deep. There is a big talent pool as the NBA has grown since then. And globally, we're growing. We have people like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, and Domantas Sabonis, who are all three great players. And Nikola has gotten an MVP the last two seasons. Now, let's break down the stats a little more. LeBron, over his career right now in his 21st season, he's averaging 27.2 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, and 7.3 assists. And right now, he is the all time leading scorer and is holding the highest streak of double digit games, double digit point games, and is continuing to hold that streak. Now let's look over at Michael. 30.1 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, and 5.3 assists. Now, comparing their points per game, Michael soars. Now, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because LeBron he didn't rely on his teammates, but he was able to look to his teammates and make that call. LeBron is by far a better playmaker and a more versatile player, and that will go down as the best player. Now, don't get me wrong. I hate LeBron. I hate the media antics. I hate the flopping. I hate the nonsense lying. But when you look at the facts, there's only one thing that you see. And you see LeBron skyrocketing to the GOAT status. So, after telling you all this, I must say LeBron is the greatest of all time. Thank you.